Hello everyone, this is Lais from Be Happy Now, and I'm here with my energy forecast for January 2017. My first energy forecast in this year, apart from the 2017 one, which you should watch before this one, because I'm building up on it, okay? So what can I tell you about this month? Well, I'm very excited, not just because it's a new year, obviously new energies, but especially January. It's a number one month and we are in a universal 1 year, so we are working with double energy here of the number one, which is all about new beginnings, new creative force. And as I told you in the energy forecast for 2017, the number one is corresponding to the tarot card, which is the Magician. And the Magician is one of my favorite energies to work with, because it's an empowered person, a person that is a leader, that knows what he or she wants and is crystal clear, right? This Magician has a vision, knows exactly how to get there, and he believes 100% that he will get it. Yeah, that's the alchemy behind it, that the Magician can change energy or can manipulate energy in a way that he or she will get the results that he or she desires. And that's what we all want to tap into, not just in January, but in 2017. We want to manipulate our environment, the energy, to work for us, not against us. And how do we know if it's working for us? It's because we're in the flow. Everything is flowing easily. Okay, that's the Magician's energy. Projects should be flowing easily. Relationships should be flowing easily. Everything that is going with the flow, it's working. But if you have to push for things to work too hard all the time, then it's a sign that you're not working with the Magician's energy and that you're working against the current, against the flow, and that, somewhere along the way you maybe took the wrong decision, or that some energy is stuck somewhere, something has to change, you don't know quite what it is maybe, but that's always a clear symptom of that something is blocked along the way, because everything should be flowing, and it should be already starting in January. If you're in the flow, you can work with this energy and everything should be flowing. But we are being governed by Mercury at the moment, and Mercury governs the way we communicate, the way we feel. So pay extra attention in the first 2 weeks in January, how you communicate with people, how you come across. Maybe it's better to have face-to-face communication versus emails, or versus even phone calls, because it makes things easier. There's a high chance of miscommunication in the first few weeks in January, so just be aware, whether it's at work or at home. People are extra sensitive at the moment, so just be aware. But otherwise, after the first or second week in January, things should be flowing much easier again. And this is when you can really start focusing on your Magician's energy, okay? Otherwise, if you're feeling like you're struggling a little bit in the first few weeks of January, your emotions are a bit imbalanced, you find it tough to get back to work after the holidays, that's normal, right? It's always, after the holidays, it's always tough to get back, but it's also Mercury at the moment that is governing our emotions. So just be patient with yourselves, be loving, be kind to yourselves, and just know that after the first 2 weeks, things should get back to normal, and that things will be picking up with the Magician's energy. And what I also forgot to mention, actually, my 2017 forecast, there I was talking about the path of our hearts, right? And to get back to the Magician here, the Magician is following his vocation, right? He's following his heart, he's doing what he loves. And that's very much my topic for 2017. It's, following your heart's desires. So you can already think about it in January as a guidance. All your projects, your ideas, your wishes, are they really truly aligned with what your heart desires, right? Just ask your heart. Just close your eyes for a few minutes and just zone into your heart. Think about the thing that you want to manifest or to have, and just see how your heart reacts, right? Does your heart feel like it's expanding, it's feeling happy, it's getting excited? You can feel it in your heart. or do you rather feel like it's constricting a little bit, or you're feeling a little bit anxious about it, then that's another clear sign that maybe there's something else out there that is better for you. So yeah, make it a priority in January already to connect to your heart on a deeper level, and to ask about all your desires, wishes, and dreams and goals, if they're aligned with your heart, if your heart lights up when it thinks about it, or when it, is feeling about these things. Because what I'm being told is that for people that will not be following the path of their heart, right, or their soul's purpose, whatever you like to call it, life purpose, what I've been feeling is that the, let's call it, mental illnesses is on the rise. So people with depression, for example, depression is a classical symptom of being so disconnected from your heart. And I know what I'm talking about because I went through severe phases of depression in my life as an adolescent or young adult. I had really severe depression, and I was so disconnected from myself, from the world. And back then, and even nowadays, I believe it's the case that most of the times when you go to see a doctor or a psychiatrist, what they do obviously is give you medication, and there's nothing wrong with taking medication for a while just to keep you calm, to get you going again in your life. But it doesn't take away the symptoms or the root causes of why you're depressed. Why is the depression there in the first place, right? So I want you to look out for people who might be going through depressions or any kind of mental illnesses, and just reach out, because I know from my histories, when I was depressed, I never asked for help, because what we first do is we deny that there's a depression. We keep smiling, to the world. We keep smiling, pretending everything is great, but inside we're so depressed and sad and lost, and we never ask for help. So if you feel like someone around you, your family or friends, could be needing help in this year, maybe already in January now, just reach out and let people know that you're there, that you can listen, that you can help them, to find help. And I'm saying this especially because I know January is a tough month for many people, even December already with Christmas, and if you have a karmic zoo as a family, then it's always tough times, but also in January. So make sure or you have a feeling, if people are not feeling well, that you're there and you can listen to them, help them. And if it's you, I know it's hard, but do ask for help, ask for support, because it's always there, even if you don't believe it. And I know in my case, when I was depressed, I never believed anyone would understand me or take the time to listen to me or think it's important enough. And yeah, so I know it's tough, but do try and reach out, because there are people that will listen and that will take the time to help you. So I think that's it, what I wanted to share for January. Just to recap, be very crystal clear on what it is that you want to achieve in this year. And yeah, don't worry if there's some struggling going on at the beginning of January. It's normal, it's Mercury. And otherwise, keep working with the Magician's energy, right? Be crystal clear on what it is that you want and go get it. That's it. Have a nice January. Lots of love. Bye-bye.